No matter to what extent you've mobilised your business, at Peak RiseX we believe your enterprise mobility solution should add value throughout the length of its life cycle. To ensure this is the case, Peak RiseX have created a unique set of services to cover all of the mobility deployment, whether it be strategy creation, application selection, or managed services and data analytics. We call this the 5 phases of mobility. During this series of videos, our experts will take a deep dive into every phase, providing valuable insight, allowing you to sidestep some of the more common pitfalls, but ultimately maximising your return on investment.
The discovery phase is about taking a strategic approach to your mobility deployment. The mobility solution, the mobility landscape of today is very different to what it was in the past. People started to realise that they could do things on the move and they demanded more from the technology. And as the technology grew, so did that demand. So it's been a real proliferation of everything and sort of a built-up need for mobility. Whenever looking at a mobile strategy, there's 6 key considerations you really need to think about when building this vision up. And the first one is exactly that. It's the vision. What is my mobile strategy? What is my vision? So where do I want the company to be and what am I actually going to mobilize within it? Second key consideration needs to be mobilize your users, not your applications. And what I mean by that is a lot of your users will have the same application that they need to be able to do their job while they're remote. So you take an SAP application as an example, a lot of your field workers will need that, but what they need as an individual may be SAP, but they also need 1 or 2 other things in there as well. Security is another key consideration. As we move into this new world of mobilizing more and more applications, we need to start thinking about, yes, the device needs to be secure, but the consideration now needs to move more to securing your data. So linking back to mobilizing your user, and we said mobilize the user, not just your application. When you take a user into consideration, the other consideration that you have to have is what device is best for that user. You look at where they are, what environment they're going to be in, what applications are they actually going to have on it, and that will be one of the key factors in choosing the device. BYOD is a buzzword. Bring your own device. It needs to be part of your mobile strategy, but it's not your mobile strategy in a whole. So make sure that whenever you put BYOD into place, whatever policies you put in place, it is just part of your actual mobile strategy. Any kind of business investment has to have some kind of return on your investment. When you develop your vision, it's something that you put in place at a certain point of time. So whenever we develop a vision, it needs to be flexible enough to be able to change, and it needs to be reviewed on a regular basis so that as the market changes, as technology changes, as devices, as users change and requirements change, your mobility strategy needs to be able to flex with that.